everyone. Welcome to the program. This is Sunday Politics live on Channels Television. I'm Sean Kimale in Abuja. Tonight we will be discussing the politics surrounding the leadership of the 10th National Assembly in Nigeria. As the country's legislative arm, the National Assembly plays a crucial role in the governance and development of Nigeria. However, the leadership of the Assembly is being a contentious issue, with various political parties and interest groups jostling for power and influence. Tonight, we will delve into the intricacies of the political maneuvering that has been taking place behind the scenes and explore the possible outcomes and implications for the country's political landscape. Equally, we'll be discussing the current state of the Nigerian political sphere, which has been characterized by heightened tension and uncertainties. Following the recent elections, in the wake of the elections, there have been reports of violence, protest, and allegations of electoral malpractice. The political climate has been tense, with various stakeholders calling for transparency, accountability, and a peaceful resolution to the issues at hand. In the midst of all of this is the unpleasant interplay and apparent harassment and attack on independent press and freedom of speech, and the role of the media in promoting democracy and good governance in our country. Well, tonight, we will begin with the issue relating to the arrest of the lawyers said to be involved in the APC tribunal case in Rivers State, which is the Nigerian Bar Association has condemned the arrest and called for sanctions against any police officer found to have abused their office. The lawyers were said to have been filing proceedings at the Election Petition Tribunal for the APC in Rivers State. And based on a tip-off, according to the police, they say they arrested these persons and they have now been released, and documents which were impounded earlier have been released to them also. But the APC and their lawyers have been speaking on the matter.
It's been a very, very disturbing process, very traumatic for our democratic process. It started, as you know, yesterday with the arrest of lawyers that are preparing for the tribunal. All evidence and their draft and their written script was seized. And that was too dangerous. Leaving those things in the hands of unknown persons was too dangerous, because that carries the base of our case. And so we had to start putting pressure on the police. NBA got involved, everybody got involved, because it's unprecedented. We've never seen anything like this in Nigeria. Now it's taking over 36 hours, including sleeping here, refusing to leave before we can just say that some justice has been done.
We were all arrested, 8 of us in number, 3 lawyers amidst us, and were taken there. And when we got there, before they picked me from my room, I asked them what was the allegation. They said they got rumored that we are falsifying INEC results and printing INEC results. I said, well, no problem, let's go to the police. And we got to the police, and they picked me and they drove in a very reckless manner straight to the police, and as if a criminal was being picked. I wasn't treated like a citizen of this country. I wasn't treated like someone who has the right and liberty to live in this country. And we got to the police station, and when we got there, they said they gave me a statement sheet, to which I appended my statement in black and white. And I denied all those allegations. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm a private legal practitioner. I have the rights to go about to handle matters for clients.
Well, that is the APC governorship candidate in Rivers State, Tonye Cole, and one of the lawyers who said to have been arrested. Well, the APC is asking for something crucial to the election tribunal proceedings. Take a listen to the chairman of the APC in Rivers State at their press conference earlier today.
Rivers State, because we are appealing to the President of Appeal Court that at this point in time we are scared that if our lawyers come here, our lawyers will be harmed. We are now appealing to them to make sure that this tribunal matter must move from Port Harcourt to Abuja for security of our lawyers, because we have the right to go to court, and we must go to court. We must follow this case to the logical conclusion. Nobody will deny us not to do that, but we want to appeal to every quarter that is concerned that our lawyers must be given protection, and the only protection we can get is in Abuja. You can see what happened in the election in Rivers State. Some of our members of our party candidates were arrested, and if to the election, right now as I speak to you, a member of Federal House of Rep, a serving member of Federal House of Rep, is still in the police custody till, as I speak to you, till date because of election. What is guaranteed that if our lawyers come here, they will not arrest them, they will not bust their room to pick them up, alleging one thing or the other. That's why we're appealing to the quarter that we don't want this tribunal to be seated in Port Harcourt. We want it to move to Abuja.
That is the demand of the APC in Rivers State, and it appears it's APC versus the police in this matter. So let's hear from the Rivers Police Force on the matter. I'm being joined by the Commissioner of Police in Rivers State, Mr. Okong Effiong. Thank you so much, CP, for joining us tonight. It appears there is some concerns raised by the APC, as you have heard on the program. But first and foremost, your men said that the arrest was based on a tip-off. Where did the tip-off come from?
Thank you very much, Sion. Now, you will understand that the trust of the Inspector General of Police, IGP Usman Akali Baba, has been intelligence-led policing, community policing. And by community policing, it implies that everybody in the society collaboratively work with the police to ensure that the society is safe. People are enjoying to furnish the police with information at every point in time. So on the 31st of March, at about 11 a.m., a call came from a hotel that movements of people in and out of 3 rooms was becoming very suspicious, and that they were suspecting that the people in the lodgers in those rooms were printing documents that seemed like INEC results. We asked the informant if there was anything to prove. He sent a video clip that is right now with us. On the strength of that, as a responsible agency, we approached the court and obtained a warrant, a search warrant. On the 1st of April, that was Saturday yesterday, at about 7 a.m., the search warrant was executed. In the process, 8 persons were found in the 3 rooms. We didn't go beyond the 3 rooms that were indicated. So, the 8 persons and the items recovered, which included laptops, printers, photocopier, and envelopes containing several pieces of paper, were recovered to the police station. As at the time of arrest, I want to be emphatic here. The identity of the lodgers was never known by anyone. Neither was those they were representing known to the police. Because the information given to us by the informant, I wish I could send the video clip to you. The information given to us are lodgers. So, and it was only at the police station that we now started profiling those lodgers. At that point, the chairman of APC and the gubernatorial candidate called me personally at different times that the persons arrested were their lawyers. And I told them, well, let them finish profiling them. And immediately it was established at the state CID. And of course, an assistant commissioner of police led the investigation. the moment it was established that 3 of the persons were lawyers, they were released on self-recognition after the statement had been documented.
So CP, let me quickly come in here. The warrant you got, was it a search warrant or an arrest warrant?
The warrant we had was a search warrant.
Okay, so...
And let me land. When the warrant was executed, like I said, 8 persons were found. What was the warrant about? That some documents were being faked in that room. And there was no how we could stay in the room to identify whether the documents were fake or not. So all of the persons who were there, all of the documents that were found, all of the laptops and everything was moved to the police station where they were systematically examined.
So the reason why I asked the question is that if there was there were questions as to the reasons of the detainment of these persons. If there was a search warrant, so on what basis were they arrested? And was their arrest lawful or their detainment lawful?
I don't know what you mean by detainment.
They were detained, but they were eventually released. So, and there they were not, are you saying they were not detained?
They were not put behind the bars or behind the counter. They just went to the office and they were questioned. They wrote their statements and they left.
So what did you find out on the documents that you searched and found in their rooms?
Now, first, we started with the process of profiling them. The identity were established, and we equally established they were working for a party. Let me land, Stephen, and they were released on the basis of that. Your audio is lost.
Please go ahead. We can hear you. We can hear you, CP. Go ahead, please.
Now, so when they had been released, the lawyers were released. The 5 other persons were released to a short fee. Now, the police does not have the technical competence to examine whether the documents recovered were fake or not. So we now wrote a letter to the REC in Rivers State. Now, give us a team of your ICT personnel to inspect these documents, whether they were fake or not. We found some documents really. More than 300 documents were found in that place. And so the ICT team now had to come to the station and expertly examined those documents, matched them with those on INEC portal, and discovered that none of these documents were forged. And instantly, the documents and everything recovered from the scene were released to the party. So at no point was anybody detained. At no point.
Okay, so I asked the question about the tip-off. So you don't have the identity of the persons that gave the tip-off?
Now, professionally, we don't disclose the identity of our informants. That's wrong. Like I told you, now, apart from giving us the information, a video clip of the activities in that room was sent to us.
So let's get an understanding. So now you are able to confirm that there were no illegal activities based on the document that you found with them and the profiling that you did. Is that right?
That is very correct.
So
that informed why they were immediately released.
So there are no charges brought against them?
Oh, we'll charge them with?
No, I'm just asking. One can never be too sure. So I'm just asking.
So the information was that they were printing fake documents. And the specialist from INEC office has come, inspected them and said they were not faked. And so we do not have to press any charge.
I mean, give us an understanding of what is happening. There are lots that is being said. And I'm saying this because I'm asking this question based on what the APC is saying, because this matter it's APC versus the Nigerian police. And their allegation is that there are two factions or two of the Nigerian police in Rivers State. I mean, what exactly is going on within the rank and file of the police in Rivers State?
Now, first, I want to disabuse your mind of something. It was never a case between APC and the police. Recall, I have said at the beginning of this interview that the identity of the lodgers was not known, neither was those they are working for known. So the issue of APC came after they have been taken to the police station, not at the hotel. That is one. Two, I do not understand what you mean two factions of the police.
No, that's the allegation. They're saying that there are a lot of activities of the police that they have insinuated that are not official, and they are saying that it does look like some section of the police in Rivers State are working not in tandem with the authorities that have set them up. That means that there are some factions of the police based on what the APC is alleging in Rivers State. How do you react to that?
That is an insinuation that can never be established. The police force in Nigeria remains an organic agency, and the command structure is very intact. So, as a commissioner of police, I take direct responsibility for whatever happens here. But let me tell you something. In the build-up, even to the build-up of the elections proper, there had been this campaign of calumny. Several times, parties raised alarm. Several times, there's up stories that never existed. So the police force is intact. The command structure is intact. So we do not have two factions in the police in Rivers State.
So let me, CP, quickly, you heard what the APC chairman is asking for. He says that they do not believe they can go on with the proceedings in Rivers State based on the events of the past few days. How do you react? I mean, because you are in charge of the police operations in Rivers State, and when a segment of the political class in Rivers State said they are not comfortable and they want the proceedings to go to Abuja.
That, I think, is an overstatement. Now, Sean, I want you to do me a favor. Ask a few questions about elections in Rivers State in years past and what we had this year. Check the current records of what you had in Rivers State a year ago and what we have now. It is on record that we had the best Christmas celebration in Rivers State in the past 10 years. It's on record. There were one or two isolated cases of violence, but from 2015 to date, I can beat my chest to say there has never been any peaceful election near to the one of this year. We have the capacity, the capability to ensure the peace and safety of everyone in Rivers State.
All right.
So Rivers State is peaceful.
All right. Thank you, sir.
If somebody, thank you very much.
Yeah. I want to sincerely thank you, I'm Commissioner of Police in Rivers State, except if you have any other thing to add, but that's going to be about it.
Yes. I was going to say that from the beginning, I gave a commitment that a free and fair level playing ground will be available to everyone. So no one should be afraid. Everyone is safe.
All right.
And the tribunal will be safe in Rivers State, I can bet you.
All right. Thank you so much. I will hope that you and your men are able to keep to that promise and be able to uphold the rule of law as expected. Thank you so much, Mr. Okon Ethiong, Commissioner of Police in Rivers State. Thanks so much indeed.
Thank you.